Hey guys, I'm back, and this time with two collection update videos in the pipe, 5x5. First one here is going to be miscellaneous titles I got from Amazon, except for one which I got from Walmart, and the other half's going to be a, a Criterion Overhaul from the Criterion sale, with a few additional PS4 and PS5 titles in the mix. First up here, I got this from Walmart, is Shin Godzilla from G Kids. I've seen this once in the theater, then the second time on Blu ray. Now, I got this Blu ray because I hear that it's going to feature a newly improved English dub. So, yeah, on the back lists a bunch of features, which I won't be naming all of them out. Not gonna name all features on every single title for pacing reasons, and I do apologize for the glare, considering that this is my first camera and I got it a month ago from Walmart. And the reason why you're not hearing any more sound is because I've been having some technical difficulties with my microphone, but please look down in the description box below and you'll know why. But moving on, next title out of the titles I got from Amazon is on 4K, and that is Anaconda from 1997 or 1996 if I could be wrong. But as I was saying, I've seen it once in its entirety back when I owned it on DVD, then decided to upgrade it on Blu ray. I thought it was decent, so I thought I'd get this mainly for special features on this disc. It includes audio commentary with the genre expert, as well as a couple interviews, along with deleted scenes, extended scenes, as well as promotional material, especially trailers. Inside is the interior of the case without the disc. And right here is the disc itself. Now, I do want to apologize for the glare. Like I said, this is my first time using a camera. I just got it more than a month ago back at Best Buy during its Black Friday sale. It was a decent deal, so I'm still learning how to utilize the controls properly. I try my best to get it to focus, though regardless, until I get used to the controls, you're about to see more glare throughout this video. But I digress. Next two movies I'm showing you are ones that starring Christopher Lambert. First up here is Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan. I've only seen a trailer for this a while back, and it looks really interesting. Features listed on the back are audio commentary with both the director and associate producer together, and as always, a theatrical trailer. Like I said in one of my previous collection updates, I do like Christopher Lambert as an actor. Do love him in the first Highlander movie and the first Mortal Kombat movie. Both underrated classics in my opinion. So, yeah. Moving on. Next movie with Christopher Lambert I have here is a mid 90s thriller called The Hunted, which also stars John Lone, who I've seen him in the movie Iceman with Timothy Hutton recently. He was the caveman in that movie, and I really enjoyed it. And lastly, Joan Chen, who was in Twin Peaks. Excellent show, by the way. I've only seen at least one video clip of it back on YouTube, and it looks really interesting. As far as bonus features go, are an audio commentary with the writer-director himself, J.F. Lawton, a work print version of the movie with extended, alternate, and deleted scenes all together, as well as separate deleted scenes, behind-the-scenes footage, graphic elements footage, and a theatrical trailer. Next one here is an underrated werewolf movie from the mid-90s. It's called Bad Moon. It stars Michael Pare, who I like in Eddie and the Cruisers and the Philadelphia Experiment, Mariel Hemingway, and Mason Gamble, who is in the Dennis the Menace movie with Walter Matthau. Features listed on the back are Director's Cut, which features an audio commentary by the director himself, Eric Red, Theatrical Cut, interviews with the director as well as the actors Michael Pare, Mason Gamble, special effects makeup artist Steve Johnson, and stunt coordinator Ken Kersinger, theatrical trailer, and storyboards. It's been a while since I had last seen it, and I'm happy to upgrade it over my 4-movie DVD pack from Warner Brothers. Next up on my stack from Scream Factory is a forgotten 1992 psychological thriller directed by Brian De Palma. It's called Raising Cain. Not only did the cover pique my interest, but also the trailer sold me out on this. Oh dear, that had to be the worst glare out of this video. So bear with me on this one, but moving on. Trailer looked really interesting a while back. Not only did this include the director's cut alongside the theatrical cut, but also includes a handful of interviews, including John Lithgow, Stephen Bauer, Greg Henry, Tom Bauer, Mel Harris, and editor Paul Hirsch, plus a Changing Cain featurette, which involves restoring Raising Cain, and last but not least, an original theatrical trailer. Next one up is another psychological thriller or psychological horror thriller, if I'm wrong, once again from Scream Factory, but from 1990, is directed by cult movie legend himself, Larry Cohen. It's called The Ambulance. Features Eric Roberts, James Earl Jones, and also features a cameo appearance by Marvel Comics legend himself, Stan Lee. I'm not sure if I've seen a trailer of it, but I think clips of it looks interesting. But moving on, features listed on the back are an audio commentary by director Larry Cohen, which is moderated by King Cohen documentary director Steve Mitchell. Also features still gallery and, as always, a theatrical trailer. Now, funny story. Upon recording, I didn't realize that there was an alternate cover art of this movie. I assumed there wasn't anything special about it until sometime after I finished recording. I looked inside the case, and there actually is an alternate cover art. So, here it is. But, moving on. Next one up is another title from Scream Factory. It is one I've heard bad things about, but I have seen it before on the Sci-Fi Channel. Bits and pieces of it. It is Alligator 2, The Mutation. There goes rain. Or fireworks, considering this is New Year's Eve. But moving on, features listed on the back are interviews with director John Hess, second unit director Eugene Hess, special effects artist John Eggett, actor Kane Hodder, and a theatrical trailer. I had to snag this because I learned that it was going out of print, so thankfully it's in my collection, in case I want to revisit whenever I do a double feature of this along with the first Alligator movie, which I love. Next one on the stack is The Seventh Sign from 1988, featuring Demi Moore, Michael Biehn, and Jurgen Prochnow. I've seen clips of this, including trailers and TV spots for this one, and it looked interesting. Plus, I do love Michael Biehn as an actor, and I do like Demi Moore and Jurgen Prochnow as actors. Features listed on the back here are interviews with Michael Biehn, Carl Schultz, who is the director, Clifford and Ellen Green, who are screenwriters, and actors Peter Friedman and John Taylor. Next one up on the stack is a 1986 slasher from MGM called Killer Party. Clips of it look interesting, and I do like the song that was featured in the movie. Not sure who sings it, but it goes like, "These were the best times, do. These were the best times of our life." But moving on, features listed on the back here are interviews with the actors, the writer, composer, and more. Not sure who else is interviewed, but no matter. This would be an interesting movie for my horror movie marathon at some point. So yeah, real curious. Next one on the stack is a Roger Corman cult classic known as Humanoids from the Deep. This movie involves fish being mutated into humanoid like creatures, and they begin attacking a small town as they mate young women, and it's up to the scientist played by Anne Turkel and a local fisherman played by Doug McClure, who was from the land that time forgot, to stop the creatures from wreaking havoc. Features listed on the back here are that of two audio commentaries, one by the film historian, and it contains both theatrical and unrated cuts in one set, deleted scenes, alternate opening title sequence, still gallery, and promotional materials like trailers, TV spots, and radio spots. I mean, it also includes various interviews, including one where Leonard Maltin interviews Roger Corman, and even a documentary where it features James Horner, who I enjoy as a composer, and this happens to be one of his earliest movies he's ever composed music for. Ever since I have seen this trailer alongside Piranha and Death Race 2000, when my brother and I used to rent the Carnosaur movies back when we were young during the video store days. So this will be interesting. Next up here on the stack is The Strangeness from 1983, or if I'm wrong, 1985. From what I've looked up, this was made around 1979 to 1980, but somehow got shelved and never got released until was direct to video or was given a limited release around either 83 or 85. I'm not really sure of it myself yet, though I have seen clips of it on YouTube and they look a little interesting, though regardless, I do love me some creature features. Features listed on the back are an audio commentary with the makers as well as the star, plus on-camera interviews with the makers, as well as 6 short films by the makers, extensive still galleries, and code red trailers. Next up here is a 1983 thriller with William Hurt and Lee Marvin, both of whom I like. It is Gorky Park. Trailer looked interesting. Features listed on the back here are interview with the director as well as promotional materials like trailers and a TV spot. I do both like these actors, Lee Marvin, who I liked in The Dirty Dozen and Delta Force, and William Hurt in Altered States and The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton. One of my personal favorites, mind you. Next up on the stack is from 1985, directed by John Borman, called The Emerald Forest. I've seen the trailer, and the premise sounds really interesting. Plus, I really do like Powers Booth as an actor. I like him in Red Dawn, Extreme Prejudice, Southern Comfort, and Frailty with Bill Paxton and Matthew McConaughey. Features listed on the back are an audio commentary and a theatrical trailer. So yeah, definitely worth an upgrade over my DVD. Next one to the stack is a triple feature for Warner Brothers. All of them are sci-fi classics, one of which I've never seen, which is Soylent Green. I have seen Omega Man before, and I thought it was overall okay, but at the same time was interesting. And Logan's Run, I have seen before once, and I remember it being really excellent. Now, for some reason, the back doesn't list each movie's special features, though it did list features in a slipcover, but somehow it got lost at one point. So, what the heck. It'll be interesting. Next up to the stack is Gallipoli, directed by Peter Weir. Now, I have not seen the trailer for it, but I do like Mel Gibson as an actor in movies like Lethal Weapon, Signs, and the Mad Max trilogy. And Peter Weir, I enjoy his movies, The Year of Living Dangerously, which I saw, and Witness with Harrison Ford. So regardless, I am interested. Last one in this stack is new to my Jean-Claude Van Damme collection called Death Warrant. I've seen the trailer for this movie, and it looks very interesting. Originally, this was made by Canon Films, but somehow got shelved after Canon got acquired by Pathé, who then merged with MGM at one point for a short period of time. Thus, it led MGM acquiring distribution rights for this movie. Features listed on the back are an audio commentary with the director, interviews with the stars, and trailers. That's it. Thanks for stopping by, watching my Amazon Blu-ray slash UHD overhaul. If any of you seen these movies, whether you enjoy them or not, please let me know in the comment section your thoughts down below. I hope you enjoyed this overhaul. To be honest with you, I'm not really proud of it, though I tried regardless. So join me next time, for I will be showing you my Criterion slash PlayStation Games overhaul. As always, take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy New Year, everybody.